స్పర్శతో నన్ను దీవించుము, దేవాని స్పర్శతో నన్ను తాకుము.
Good morning everyone. Today's reflection taken from the Gospel of St. Mark chapter 9 verses 14 to 29. When the disciples saw Jesus cast the evil spirit out of the epileptic whom they could not cure, they asked the master for the cause of their failure. He had given them power and authority over all devils and to cure all diseases. They had often exercised that power and joyfully told how the devils were subjected to them. And yet now, while he was on the mount, they had utterly failed. That they had been nothing in the will of God or in the nature of the case of render deliverance, nothing in the will of God. That had been proved that Christ bidding in the evil spirit had gone out. From their expression, why could we not? It is evident that they had wished and sought to do so. They had probably used the Master's name and called upon the evil spirit to go out. Their efforts had been in vain, and in the presence of the multitude, they had been put to shame. Well, might the disciples have asked themselves, and why could we not believe? Our faith has cast out devils before this. Why have we now failed in believing? The Master proceeds to tell them that this kind of casting out of the demons is possible not out but only by fasting and prayer. As faith is the simplest, so it is the highest exercise of our spiritual life, where our spirit yields itself in perfect respectivity to God's Spirit, and so it is strengthened in the highest activity. This faith depends entirely upon the state of spiritual life that we all live. Only when this faith is strong and in full health, when the Spirit of God has fully sway in our life, this is the power of faith and do its mighty deeds. And therefore, Jesus has do everything with fasting and prayer, and therefore that can overcome such stubborn resistance as we have just seen in this evil spirit. Jesus tells them, it is not possible except men living in a very close fellowship with God, in a very special separation from the world, but in prayer and fasting. And so he teaches us two lessons in regard to prayer of deep importance.
ఘనమైనవి నీ